So, ito na ang continuation ng chapter 3. Topic niya ay ideal gases. Number 6. So, kung hindi masyadong mahaba yung duration ng video na to sa per problem, try kong i-solve hanggang 11 kung hindi mahaba. Pero kung otherwise naman, medyo need natin mag upload sa next remaining problems kung saan hanggang saan tayo aabot itong video na to. So ito ay continuation for number 6 tayo. So 6 cubic meter tank contains helium at 400 K and is evacuated from atmospheric pressure to a pressure of 740 millimeters of mercury vacuum. So for A, determine mass of helium remaining in the tank. And for B, mass of the helium pumped out. The temperature of the remaining helium. For C naman, the temperature of the remaining helium falls to 10 degrees Celsius. What is the pressure in kPa? So, ang approach ko lang dito is consider a tank, number 6. Consider a tank. Yan. Yan. Na may fixed volume siya na 6 cubic meter. Yan. So, since nagsabi naman siya na may atmospheric pressure siya, so therefore influenced by or open yung top niya, open yung lid. So may evacuated daw, evacuated daw siya. So either may suction na nangyayari dito kasi nagkakaroon ka naman ng vacuum na pressure once na may suction ka na nangyayari. So kung relative lang sa ang flow ng fluid sa gravity, so meaning yung pressure mo dito is equals sa pressure dito. Since nagsabi sa problem na may 740 millimeter of Hg siya na pressure, vacuum yun siya, and this is atmospheric pressure 760 millimeters Hg kasi equals lang siya sa Pascal. Yung pressure difference ng dalawa, yun yung magiging mass, di ba? So we say absolute P-abs is equals to PO plus minus Pvac. So we have 760 mm of mercury minus 740 mm mercury. So resulting to 20 mm of mercury. So we have our pressure kasi mass of helium remaining in the tank. So kumbaga ito ang natirang pressure na lang dito is ito na lang dito kasi nag-vacuum siya ng 740 millimeters of mercury dito. So therefore by using the PV MRT, PV is equals MRT, makuha na natin yung mass RT. So binigay naman sa'yo yung temperature niya. So given, lagyan na natin dito given at 0.1 sa A na to, P na 760 mm Hg and initial na P1 740 mm Hg vacuum. So kung gauge 0 yun. So pag ito kasi vacuum naman 740. So we have our temperature na ilan? 400 Kelvin. So RR, mahanap mo yung R sa likod. So 277.67. Ayan, agad. Joule pa yan siya, kilogram, degree, Kelvin. So tara. So sa M, for A, M ito. Sa condition sa A, yun yung hanapin natin. So our pressure is 20 mm of Hg. So convert ko na lang siya. This is 760 mm Hg. I mean 101.325 Newton per meter square or Pascal over 760 mm Hg. Kakancel lang to. So multiplied by the volume, 6 cubic meter over either R or either T yung unahin mo, nasa sayo yan kasi nakamultiply lang naman yung dalawang variable. Then we have our R na lang 177.67 joule per kilogram degree Kelvin. So our temperature na 400 Kelvin. So yan. Bilisan ko lang konti para medyo ano lang siya, short duration lang, tas kung baga matapos natin hanggang 11. So maybe next video kung maabot natin yung hanggang number 11, mag-ano tayo, supplementary. Uh, 400 K. That would be M is 0.01925 kilogram. So ito kakalsilotin siya, si joule. Dito kasi magkakalsilotin yan, kakalsilotin yan. Kasi ito, di ba, magiging Newton meter, magiging joule yan siya. So magkakalsilot si joule, yung Kelvin. So we have our 4A. For B naman, mass of helium pump out. So ano yung mass ng helium pump out? So ano ba yung magiging pressure mo dun? Di ba ito lang din? So ganun pa rin, M pump out na lang to, pump out. So pressure natin na 740 mm of mercury multiplied by 101.325 Pascal over 760 mm Hg. Ang volume natin remains constant pa rin yun, di ba? 6 cubic meter per over yung R natin na 2077.67 joule per kilogram degree Kelvin. And for our temperature remains constant pa rin at that certain instant kasi wala naman siyang sinabi, 400 Kelvin. So ito, change ko lang to, maybe 740. So we have our mass pump out, 0.7123 kilogram. For C, the temperature of the remaining helium falls to 10 degrees. So the temperature of the remaining helium, so ang remaining helium mo is ito na lang yung mass niya dito. So yung mass na dito, yun yung gagamitin mo para makuha yung pressure. So for mass A, or itong si mass A, mass A ito 0.01925 kasi siya yung na-remain na mass sa tank, diba? Kilogram, na may temperature daw siya na ilan? 10 degrees Celsius. So direkta ko na para magiging Kelvin. That would be 283 Kelvin. So volume remains constant, 6 cubic meter, and the R remains constant, which is 2077.67 joule per kilogram degree Kelvin. So our pressure is just mRT over V. So pressure would be our mass 0.01925 kilogram, or R na 2000, wala na pala makita, 1077.67 joule per kilogram degree Kelvin multiplied by the temperature na 283 Kelvin over 6 cubic meter. So sana tayo itong initial na ano, ito yan. So that would be our mass divided by our volume, tas initial multiplied by R and its temperature. So we have P is equals to 1886.5 Pascal. So kung i-convert natin sa kPa, yan lang, 1.866 886 pala rather, 8865 kPa. So for number 7, so nag-gets nyo? Number 7 tayo, number 7. So number 7, an automobile tire contains 3,730 cubic inch of air at 32 psi or naka-gauge siya and 80 degree Fahrenheit na temperature. What mass of air is in the tire? So madali lang yan. In operation, the air temperature increases to 145. Sa problem na to, ito, tignan mo, naka-degree Fahrenheit, ito naka-degree Fahrenheit din. So ito, kung ito yung gagawin yung ano, reference, magkaiba yung sagot dito, lalo na dito. So tapos yun na. So if the tire is inflexible, so constant volume, what is the resulting percentage increase in gauge pressure? So what mass of the 100% must be bleed off to reduce the pressure back to its original value? So ang ginamit mo dito is yung mass. So PBMRT lang din. So for number 7, we have, ano yung unang pahanap sa'yo? Yung mass nya at A. So mass nya ay equal siya sa PV over RT. So pressure, naka-gauge 32 PSI. So rekta ko na lang dito 14.7 para maging absolute yun siya. Tapos yung volume natin na 3,730 cubic inch. So either ditong dalawa, tingnan natin to sa R natin, pwede ako ditong mag times 12, mag-divide ng 12 pala, if I'm not mistaken. Oo nga, mag-divide ng 12, or dito ako sa R. So, sa R ng air is 53.342. Diba? Foot-pound force per pound mass Rankine. So, there are 1 foot per 1 foot. Diba may 12 inch? Yan. Parang convert ko to. So, for our temperature naman is 80 degree Fahrenheit plus 460 para magiging Rankine. Kailangan natin itong Rankine. So, for A to, ang mass natin would be so 32 plus 14.7. Yan. And 3,730 cubic inch, and this is 53.342 times 12 times 80 plus 460. Yan. So our mass would be 504, or M is 0.539 pound mass. Yan. So, may variation lang siya, maybe sa decimal siguro, sa doon sa ano, sa nag-blurred naman yung camera ko sa pag-compute ng answer na to. So, for B, in operation, the air temperature increases to 145. So, for B naman, temperature increases to 145 degree Fahrenheit yan, hindi siya degree Celsius. So, if the tire is inflexible, what is the resulting percentage increase in gauge pressure? So, ang hinahanap mo lang dito is yung pressure niya at this temperature, no? So, pressure muna tayo. Pressure niya. So, may mass na tayo, di ba? So, shifts store A. So, for pressure, we have MRT over volume. So, our mass, ito lang din. Yan. For our mass, we have 0.5039 pound mass multiplied by the R, which is 53.34 foot pound force per pound mass Rankine. Then our temperature na 145 plus 460, that is 605 degree Rankine. And for the volume na 307 30 cubic inch. So, either PSI kayo or PSF. So, mas maganda mag-PSI na lang kayo. So, ito, times ko na siya ng 12 inch per foot. Kasi para magkakancelan ko to. Di ba? So, ganyan. So, answer, ganyan, 3730 times 12 times 53.342 times our mass. Ayan. So, may P tayo na 52.32. No. 32. So, ito, pressure na to is naka-absolute yan siya. PSI yan. So, ang P gauge niya is equals to 14 minus lang sa 14.7. So, 52.32 minus 14.7. Ang P gauge natin 37.62 PSI. So, percentage man yung ginahanap niya. Therefore, ito lang. Ang percentage is the final minus initial over initial. So, kung ano yung magiging condition mo. So, may ibang term din yan paano makuha ng percentage. So, Ito yung ano natin, naka-gauge na yan siya. P-gauge. So, ang answer natin is 37.62 PSI minus 32 na gauge. Kasi ito, 32 gauge yun siya. Diba sabi niya, 32 PSI gauge divided by 32. So, answer minus 32 over 32. So, we have our times 100. Answer times 100. We have our percentage of 17.56. 7%. So, may variation na naman to sa 3. 53% sa kanya dito. Yan. So, not all the time na sakto ang libro. Depende yan sa kung anong approach mo. Pero since ilang decimal lang din naman yung variation, counted lang yan. So, for letter C, what mass of air, 145 degrees Fahrenheit or air, must be bled off to reduce the pressure back to its original value. So, pinapahanap sa'yo yung mass ng air para mabalik siya sa pressure na 32. No? So, paano ba siya gawin? Binigay naman sa'yo yung temperature, and so sa C naman, ang sabi sa C, what mass of the 145 degree Fahrenheit, diba, air must be bled off to reduce the pressure back to its original value. So, kumbaga, hahanapin mo muna yung mass niya. Mass, diba, PV, RT. Diba na may nakuha tayong mass dito? Ito yung mass natin. Anong temperature to, diba? At 80 degree Fahrenheit. So, need nating mass is at 145 degree Fahrenheit. Kasi yun yung ginahanap sa ano. Tapos, ma-minus natin yun siya. Kasi yun yung difference niya. Mass difference niya at that instant na nagbalik yung pressure niya sa 32. So, since ang sabi niya dito is what mass of the 145 degree Fahrenheit air must be bled off to reduce the pressure back to its original value. So, ang gagawin ko muna, hahanapin ko muna ang mass niya at this pressure multiplied by volume 2730 PSI, I mean cubic inch rather, over 53.342 foot-pound force per pound mass Rankine. Rekta ko na 1 foot with 12 inch, then temperature natin na 145 degree Fahrenheit plus 460 to become Rankine. So, ano kaya yung mass na dyan? That would be 53.342 times 12 times 145 plus 460 32 plus 14.7 3730. So, may mass ako na 0.4498. So, ang concept niya is, ang logic niya lang dito is, ito yung mabibleed niya na mass. I mean, ito yung mass niya pagbalik niya ng 32. So, ilan yung mabibleed out? So, kung meaning mabibleed out from this 145 degrees Fahrenheit, di ba may mass pa rin tayo na dito, ilan yung mabibleed out para magbalik yung pressure na to at itong 30 sa 32. So, therefore, AM natin ay minus lang. So, itong mass na to, from pressure na mataas, magbaba siya. Diba kasi pressure na to mataas, 52.32. So, therefore, M natin ay ito, ang mass natin na 0.5039 minus natin ang itong mass na ito, which is 0.4498, which is equals to minus ilan to? 0.5039. So, we have our mass na 0.0541 pound mass. So, ayan na. For number 7. For number 8 naman, a spherical balloon is 40 feet in diameter and surrounded by air at 60 degree Fahrenheit and 29.92 inch of mercury absolute. For A, if the balloon is filled with hydrogen at a temperature of 70 degree Fahrenheit and atmospheric pressure, what total load can it lift? So, what total load can it lift? Ang gagawin na lang dito is parang mass differences na. So, kumbaga, ang gagawin ko na lang is density na lang ng air at saka density ng balloon, inside ng balloon, kasi hydrogen naman siya eh. So, ang spherical balloon daw natin is may ano siya, may diameter. So, volume would be spherical man, so 4/3 times pi times radius, or d/2 cube. So, that would be 4/3 times pi times our diameter is 40 divided by 2 cubic feet. Yan siya, naka-feet kasi. That would be 4/3 pi times 20 raised to 3. So, we have our volume 33,510.322 cubic feet. So, ang air, surrounded niya, T air is equals to 60 degree Fahrenheit. So, plus 460, that would be plus 60, 520 Rankine. Yan. And may pressure siya na 29.92 inch of mercury. So, ito, ang gagawin ko na lang dito is yung R ng air, di ba, is 53.342 foot-pound force per pound mass Rankine. So, either convert ko siya sa feet. So, that would be 2116.8 pound force per feet square over 9.92 inch mercury. Cancel natin siya. So, density difference lang to eh. So, that would be kung PVMRT, ang gawin ko na M over V is equals to P over RT. Diba? Either makakuha ko ng mass niya or density. Diba? Kasi may volume naman binigay. So, pressure would be 2116.8 pound force feet square. Over R na 53.342 foot-pound force per pound mass Rankine. So, temperature would be 520. Here we are. So, that would be my density. Diba density to? Density. So, density times, ilan yun? 342. Density niya is 0.0763 pound mass per cubic feet. So, sa inside the balloon naman, ganun pa rin. So, inside ng balloon, if the balloon is filled with hydrogen at a temperature 76 and atmospheric pressure, what total load can it lift? So, atmospheric pressure na siya, what total load can it lift? So, ganun pa rin. Density ng hydrogen, so rekta na. Mass over volume times equals P over RT. So, pressure niya 2116.8 PSF, pound force per cubic feet, square feet over R na. Yan yung R ng helium. Hydrogen 766.54 foot pound force, or nakabitiw ba to? Wala. Foot pound force. Pound mass Rankine, and temperature niya is 70 degree Fahrenheit plus 460 Rankine. So, density of hydrogen would be hydrogen 16.8 over 766.54 times 70 plus 460. So, ang density niya ay 0.0052138 pound mass per cubic feet. So, kung ikumpara natin, mas less denser to siya. Natin to, compare natin to. So, ano yung magiging density nila doon? Multiply natin ng, so PR minus P hydrogen equals 0.076. That would be 0.07108.962 multiplied by ito ay pound mass per cubic feet multiplied by volume. Itong volume na yan, which is 33510.322 cubic feet. Cancel out, so may pound mass ka na, times 33510.322. That would be 2382.24 pound mass. So, either 174 times 32.088. To 38 times, yan yung sagot nito, 2382 times 32.174 feet per second squared. Kailangan nila, mali. Yan yung mass natin. So, weight natin would be 2382.24 multiplied pound mass multiplied by 32.147 feet feet per second squared over 0.174 pound mass times feet, pound powers, that's squared, cancel out, cancel out, cancel out, cancel out, cancel out. So weight is 2382 124 pound force. Yan. So sa letter B naman, same concept lang din naman yung, kasi ang sinabi naman niya dito is ano, if it contains helium instead of hydrogen. Kumbaga yung pressure mo same pa rin sa ano, same pa rin sa hydrogen, pero yung R lang yung papalitan mo. Then hinanap din yung load, what load can it lift or what weight, yun lang din yun, diba? So understandable naman yung problem.